this time around, I can tell you that the Nigerian atmosphere is not definable because why? Because Biafran government is in place. She actually was, inaugurated or declared in Finland, and that has made the atmosphere indescribable. It is not an explicable atmosphere this time around because if you ask how someone, ask Fulani man and Yoruba man, they cross their finger. They don't know what to say. They don't know where to go because of declaration of Biafra. It has changed lots and lots of atmosphere in Nigeria, politically, socially, and otherwise. You'll find out that the Fulani hegemony, especially the divide and rule master, they are tuned to the marrow, bone marrow, what actually took place in Finland. Even though Finland was bribed by Nigerian government to the whooping sum of $150 million, still they remain, unmoved, unperturbed. They keep it to themselves until yesterday Finland came out to expose Nigeria. That Nigeria bribed them with 150, $1 million, and that exposition, has exonerated the Biafran Prime Minister in exile the more. Finland has actually seen that Simon Ekpa is an innocent person. The Nigerian government just wanted to rope Ekpa during the Biafran declaration that took place on 29th November, from 29th November to 2nd December. In fact, the declaration of Biafra in Finland has changed the political atmosphere of this country. Going up is not enough. Climbing down or descending down is not enough for Nigeria. Nigeria is in a terrible dilemma this time around, knowing not what to do because the Prince of Africa has been at least announced. And what actually happened, I think, at the beginning of this week, that was yesterday, Monday, was the landing of the Eagle. The Eagle actually landed, I mean, the 47th United States President, Donald Trump Jr. He has come and actually unveiling tactical, policy America government should play in his administration. Nigeria was not mentioned. Tinubu was not mentioned. North interest and their allies were not mentioned. What we had Trump at least said was his concern about Christians in Nigeria, which is more or less reason. One of the reasons he invited Pastor Kumuyi, who preached and prayed for him. Then we have other, gospel artists. I think there was an Igbo gospel singer, a lady. I think he praised the occasion. And other indications that actually um, explain why Biafran lobbyists can actually do something in a haste now, because it starts from now. They shouldn't gap up, they shouldn't give gap. And again, it brings awareness why Tinubu should not drag issue or rub same shoulder or argue with Donald Trump. Tinubu should stay calm, distance himself from trouble. Any issue internationally that will bring trouble between Nigeria and America, Tinubu will stop that. He shouldn't involve himself on that, or else an international arrest warrant will be issued. He's having many crimes, accusations in the Chicago when he was there, hanging on his neck. Actually, I tell you that Tinubu, Donald Trump is not happy with Nigeria, especially President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
We didn't see any northerner invited.
At all. No outside interest. That's why I say no outside interest, no elite, no emir, no sultana. They were not even mentioned. Nothing like Islamic agenda or what the North is needed to move forward. And being that the insurgents has infiltrated the North for over many years now, and even he has that kind of interest of Muslims at mind, Trump would have made mention of what is going on across northern Nigeria. People are dying on daily basis there. Yet, this American president did not mention anything like that. That has gone a long way to show you how Trump hated 8 year threat administration of Muhammad Buhari, which concentrated on killing, decimating, annihilating the Christians for good 8 years. It pained Trump to the level that he came out in those days when he was about leaving office in 2020 and asked Buhari to explain reasons behind constant killings of the Christians in the north, mid belt, and even southern Nigeria. I think what is paramount in his mind now is what will happen to Biafra, how southern Nigeria will just get their independence from the north.
Donald Trump's actions symbolizes that the Southwest might not have anything to do with his administration. The reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is being advised to stay off any clash or any statement the
Against
way
Trump,
Trump has shown him, yes. What does that mean to regard to
southwest.
Southwest?
Southwest, actually has proven to be the worst tribe in Nigeria. I tell you, if you ask Google right now, or that search tools giant, social media establishment, they will give you Yoruba. If you ask Alexia, he will bring Yoruba. The worst and the most rugged, crooked tribe in Nigeria. If you ask Alexia, he will give you Yoruba. If you search on Wikipedia, Wikipedia will give you Yoruba. If you search on Chrome, Google Chrome, it will give you Yoruba. Search on Yahoo, MSN, Yoruba. So what am I trying to say? Trump always turns his back on anything that negates Christianity. And even I'm shocked, I'm surprised because anyway, he always often watches Kumuyi preaching on telly, visiting America, Europe, on evangelism. That's why he has the urge, the desire to invite him to, pray for him during his inauguration yesterday. And but to embrace Southwest, no. Trump actually understands that you have the most dogged, crooked, deceitful politicians in Nigeria. Southwest is one. I'm telling you, they are not straightforward, they are not stable, and that is very, very more, or less the reason why Trump turns his back on them. The situation, the kind of marginalization and oppression the Igbo southeastern Nigeria are subjected for over how many years now in Nigeria brings Trump's attention to at least to the Biafran land to do something. What is very paramount in his mind, number one, is going to do to favor southern Nigeria is the release of that innocent young man, Nnamdi Kanu. Trump is going to do something about it because I can see his body movement, his body language, and some of the, components, governmental components, that constitutes of government of Biafra in exile. Those materials, let me use the word materials, official materials, I saw them yesterday on social media. They all graced the occasion of Trump's inauguration. Okere was there, Abweze was there, and so many of Biafra, politicians, they are there. And I'm telling you that the journey has started from here. Now the Kanu should begin to think coming out right now.
You said the Biafran government in Neza had a meeting with Republicans that are going to run Donald Trump's government.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, I saw them now. When Okere, was coming out from the auditorium where this meeting was held, I saw him outside. They were discussing. And we know the Biafrans, we were rejoicing yesterday, and even I'm still rejoicing now because Biafra is about to emancipate. It is very, very paramount in Trump's mind and among the African policy Trump is going to implement. You know, as long as his administration lasts, Biafra is tantamount. Biafra is, paramount among those policies. Trump is coming. Nnamdi Kanu will either come out by force or Tinubu abducted by American government because he has cases in America to answer.
Okay. There is you seem to be very right on this issue that has to do with Biafra, release of Nnamdi Kanu. There is a momentum in the eastern part of the country, especially there is political pressure on governors currently now, and everybody is marching towards the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Nnamdi Kanu, yeah.
On this day newspaper today, several articles were centered on Nnamdi Kanu, and they referred
Nnamdi Kanu
Mazen,
also released.
yeah, no, I referred Nnamdi Kanu as a political activist
Yeah.
who has done extremely well
Well,
in making sure that IPOB maintain the tenets of non-violence approach, achieving Biafran relevance with that. From that angle, are we going to see pressure? Is it like the pressure is coming from outside, while the Southeast governors, everybody's running header skater, putting pressure on Abuja to get Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out?
that's very good. What IPOB has achieved so far under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has made Mazen Nnamdi Kanu number one most peaceful agitator leader in the world. He won it from Guinness World of Record, from Transparency International. Then secondly, as you said, everybody is running helter-skelter in the southeastern Nigeria in the sense that even the governors who are unrepentant fools, idiots, have congregated to meet Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu by all costs. They said, failure to do so, we are turning our back on you comes 2027, that we should release the young man now. Then again, when you talk about the chiefs locally, traditional and our cultural groups in the southeastern Nigeria, they have come together again to sign warning to Tinubu that the young man is just languishing in jail for nothing. He has not contributed anything bordering on insurgency in Nigeria. He's a human rights activist, he's a political activist, he's an international lawyer. He's somebody that is following up based on his knowledge with history and the information he has gotten so far about self-actualization. That's why the whole Southeast actually have meshed together. Everybody stands as one now for Nnamdi Kanu's release. And what does that signify to Tinubu? Do you know what? Tinubu is just being adamant, very deaf ear, he turned deaf ear because he's a crooked man. Two, his advisors, who are in their large numbers Lagos boys, his cabals, are the one giving him such advice that will throw him off balance. That is, he will fall. Because Nnamdi Kanu is an innocent person, and when this man comes out, Nigeria is going to pay him damages. You cannot keep somebody that court has set free. It is impossible. Nnamdi Kanu has been set free. Tinubu insisted on holding this man. Court has set him free. Tinubu insisted on holding this man. The whole country, everybody, even in Yoruba land, they wanted Nnamdi Kanu free. Yes,
it was so,
Hausa and Fulani wanted him in. They want him in. They want him killed. They want him to die. So it is not possible unless, as I often said on social media, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is bringing war between Yoruba and Igbos. Because if Nnamdi Kanu dies in jail, Igbo man will never forget or forgive Yoruba man. The best thing his kinsmen will do now is to meet. They should congregate together to make sure that they prevail on him, that he is playing with the tiger's tail. Could be that Nnamdi Kanu's health degenerates this time around because of incarceration. I think Tinubu will go down.
yes.
Because IPOB is a group I know that will never take any nonsense bordering on Nnamdi Kanu's health or life. The best thing this administration should do now, whether Rufai, whether Buhari is the one advising him. The other day he came out, he said it's Buhari family that say he shouldn't release it. And the other day he came out, he said it's Charles Soludo. Charles Soludo has retracted from that, apologized to the Igbos that he didn't say that. So what I'm trying to say is that the earlier the better. Tinubu should rally together. It should run on a high velocity to that prison where Nnamdi Kanu is kept and order for his release.
Yoruba Christian leaders have also added to the voice of releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. this morning reported on Vanguard newspaper that Tinubu should not take the silence of Igbos for granted. The Christian leaders in the Southwest, like they have seen the genuity of Nnamdi Kanu. You want to say anything to that?
Yes, one thing is if you see how far the bandits, that swap and Boko Haram has gone in the southwest, I mean Yoruba land, killing and maiming the so-called clerics, pastors. I think at Idiroko yesterday, we've seen what happened day before yesterday at Custom Baggage Road. I was there in 1990s. They stormed a Celestial Church service was on board in front of the entire congregates. They aimed direct at the prophet presiding over that service, killing him instantly, using axe to sever his head, and they actually severed the head. They actually made away with the head. The luck ran out of them. Who are those people? Are they political assassins? Don't you know whom they are? That is the Islamization process we are talking about. Those are the religious, activists in the north who are called ISWAP or Boko Haram. They are religious activists. They are not fighting for political means. They are not fighting for social means. They are not fighting for traditional means. They are fighting for religious cause or means. So let me tell you, the so-called pastors, religious leaders, church leaders in Southwest have seen how Boko Haram, the insurgents, has been killing and maiming their traditional chiefs. At least last year, we've seen how 3 to 4 paramount Oba in Ekiti, from Ekiti, Ondo, and Ilorin were murdered by the insurgents from north. And actually, they have actually seen that the so-called Nnamdi Kanu that was detained is not responsible for any bloodletting or wasting of blood across Nigeria. The so-called IPOB has never been accused of going to Kanu and attack people that are praying in the mosque. They only defend their land, fighting against Fulani headers. So let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu is free. Nnamdi Kanu should be free. It is time to let him go.
Thank you.